Yo, what it do? It's your man MC Overhead, and I'm back with another video. Today is the 7th of April, and next week, on the 14th, marks the glorious return of the brothers Neto and Hub Hikari, the main protagonists of Megaman Battle Down Network. We coming back. The glorious return of the most unique RPG series on the Game Boy Advance. A combination of real-time action combat, along with a turn-based system, if you want to. And the also even more unique card-based skill system that works well with the player being able to manipulate the 9 square 3x3 grid they are given to manipulate the battlefield to the best of their abilities. And this creates one of the most tactical, most strategic action RPGs ever seen. Megaman Battle Network comes back next week via the Megaman Battle Network Collection. And as someone who has only completed Megaman Battle Networks 3, White, and 5, Proto Man, I can tell you that from my experience with these two games, that I am proud to be able to finally experience the full series in its glorious splendor. And you all should be too. Some of you younger cats out here haven't had the chance to play through these games. But these games also have their flaws because these are really old, early 2000 games, meaning it's a bunch of random filler bullshit to pad out the game longer than it needed to be. If a game you're working on amounts to maybe 10 hours, it's okay. We old folks, we kind of value that. We ain't got much time to do this shit. But I digress. You all get to experience Megaman Battle Network. You all get a taste of an era that you didn't get the chance to grow up in. An era in the mid-2000s where trading card games were the fad. You had your Magic the Gathering. You had your Pokemons. You had your Yu-Gi-Oh! Up and Coming. You had your Digimon trading card game, your Dragon Ball card game. Mega Man had to join the farce. Part Tamagotchi. Part trading card game. Part Pokemon gotta catch 'em all. A truly goated series, the only one of its kind. Mega Man Battle Network has arrived. Not only that, but it also had a decently long-running anime series based on the game as if it was Sonic X. Y'all are not hearing me right now. Y'all need to play these games. Now, unfortunately, at 3, the game started to be sold as versions, right? And the Legacy Collection tries to sell it to you as, you guys are getting 10 games in this one collection. But these are separate versions. And like Pokemon, each version is going to have different battleships that are kind of exclusive to that version. Different enemies, different forms that are exclusive to that particular game. But when it comes to Battle Network 3, and if you're buying it digital, it may influence which one you get. So I think Volume 1 is going to have the blue version in it. Blue version for Battle Network 3 is the updated version of white. In Japan, there was no Mega Man Battle Network 3, blue or white. It was Mega Man Battle Network 3, and then an updated one that fixed all the bugs and added some new content, Mega Man Battle Network 3 Black. Mega Man Battle Network 3 is your Mega Man Battle Network Black, and your Battle Network White is the original. Of course, I ain't really experienced none of the bugs, so they probably ironed all that shit up before he got down here. But I digress. If you're playing blue and white, you may notice a few differences. I would know. I had white. It's been a long time coming. Because I played Battle Network 5 over and over and over and over again because I got a 3DS. And it was the only one I had available. And I had to buy that bitch again because my game card didn't work. So yeah, I spent a good freaking $85 on that shit, but it was worth it. Man, new fresh at the box too. But yes, Mega Man Battle Network Collection comes out next week. And if you ain't finna jump on that as an RPG fan, my boy, I don't know what's wrong with you. Come here. Come closer. Come to Papa. That motherfucking game, bro. Get it. Collect it. You got all the patch cards in it that'll make the games easier. Cause trust me, because I've heard the horror stories about Battle Networks 1 and 2. Yeah, you might need that. Right? All the patch cards. Hopefully all the bulk tie stuff is in there. Because not only was this a truly goated RPG series that had its weight, its own weight, it could stand with the contenders, I believe, in my personal opinion. But alongside it, there was another RPG series on the Game Boy Advance, a stealth RPG series from the GOAT, Hideo Kojima. Bulk tie, the sun is in our hands. And that was the only RPG in existence that required a little extra effort from the player because the game card had this little reactor that absorbed the sunlight from the actual sun, yes, because we were a lot more innovative back then. This little Game Boy Advance card had a mechanism in it that absorbed the sun's light in order to power up your attacks and your weapons, and yet could not play the game without sunlight. If you was playing this shit at night, it wasn't gonna fucking work. Right? I tried to use my lamp. That shit wasn't working. I didn't want to go outside. I hated going outside as a kid. And now I'm old as shit. And I'm stuck. I'm tired of being stuck in the house. So I'm outside all the time. But Battle Network had a unique crossover with bulk ties, starting with 4. At first, it was little battle chips from the kid Django. Then at Battle Network 5, while you still have, your little summon cards from the boy Django, the was it a Gundale Soul, his main weapon? And you also had a whole unique soul form from Django. If you play Battle Network 5 on a 3DS or on a DS at the time of its release, and you was able to get it. Obviously, I can't get it. Because, yeah, that shit shut down. So hopefully, it's included. I hope it's included in this collection. I don't think it is, but I freaking hope that is. I hope it's in there. I hope the Django Soul is in there. But it was one of the most unique crossovers ever. It had like a unique side quest. I think there was like some side quest related stuff in either Battle Networks 4 and 5 involving Django. I don't know about 6. I didn't play 6. I only played 3 and 5. But to have a crossover like that from a respected developer, it was freaking nice. It was freaking nice. I couldn't fucking believe it. But yeah, bro, y'all are missing out. So don't miss out next week. Capcom, I'm giving you free advertisement. Because I know over the years, I've given you nothing but fucking shit. But not really. Because y'all been doing good over the last several years. Y'all done made a comeback. Y'all done dug yourself out of that fucking hole that y'all was in. Putting DLC on a fucking disc and couldn't even access it. You see, y'all don't know the goddamn thing about games in general. Yeah, I remember that shit. I was there. But yeah, man, Mega Man Battle Network is coming back. And if you are a Mega Man fan, you owe it to yourself to get this series. Get Mega Man Battle Network so we can get even more collections. We get that Star Force collection. We get that Mega Man Legends collection. And somewhere down the road, someone decides to pull their head out of their keister and revive Mega Man Legends 3. And before that, we can actually get a new Mega Man title because we haven't had one since the Switch came out. Oh, shit. But yeah, man, this is a treat for Mega Man fans. We's eating good. We's eating good. Even though I'm not that much of a Mega Man fan. I'm a Mega Man X fan. I'm a Mega Man Battle Network fan. I'm a Mega Man Zero fan. I am not a classic Mega Man fan. I'm not finna sit there, because I'm old, and break my console trying to play through them shits. Everybody talking about Dark Souls. Mega Man was the original Dark Souls. You have no idea what true difficulty is until you play the Mega Man game or any game on the Super Nintendo. Because Nintendo Hard is a special kind of torture, a special kind of hell that not even From Software can emulate. As it grows over exaggeration. It's very few Super Nintendo games I've played, but I've heard the horror stories. That's why I will not be playing the Lion King game. You would think my favorite children's movie of all time, The Lion King, and you would think someone had the audacity to take a wholesome children's movie and turn it into absolute hell in a video game form. I couldn't believe it. But this video has gone on long enough. Mega Man fans, support this shit. If you're an RPG fan, you like your card games, because that's still kind of popular these days, play you some Battle Network. You will find one of the most unique systems in RPGs today. A system that is not easily replicated. Very few games have replicated it. The only two that have replicated it are indie games, and one of them ain't even out yet. You will see a true fucking marvel and creativity when it comes to RPG design. Some of my favorite dungeon designs comes from Battle Network. Some of my favorite gimmicks and some of my not so favorite gimmicks comes from Battle Network and Tales. But Battle Network, because that's where I first experienced this shit at, right? It is a truly unique series, a futuristic modern RPG with classic RPG elements. If you want to, in Battle Network 2, there is a style change that is kind of like a class. There is a style change that pretty much turns Mega Man into a freaking summoner. But yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. I'm going to go out the way and say, if you can't even experience Breath of Fire, play you some Mega Man Battle Network and you will see why and how Capcom made some of the most captivating RPGs ever that isn't Monster Hunter. But you owe it to yourselves to play this game. Get them. Mega Man Battle Network's coming out. Check out Mega Man Anti-Warrior. That's on Capcom USA YouTube channel. Check that shit out. Get you some Battle Network. I think it even had a trading card game at one time. I could go on and on about Battle Network, but goddamn it, you need to play it. You need to play it. You need to freaking play it. You can even take your battle chips, combine certain battle chips together, and create freaking program advances. You can even get different programs, put it in your Mega Man, and make your and customize your Mega Man any way you want to fit whatever playstyle you want. You can do all of this with style changes, different forms, and a comprehensive card deck building system. What more could you want? It is a truly deep and immersive RPG series. Get that shit. You buying it digital? You better come up with $65. Put that shit on your little eShop cart. And you better download that shit right now. You better preload that shit right now. You're gonna be waiting alongside with me. We finna play this whole, bro. We good. We finna be eating. But yeah, that's all I got. MC Arrowhead, I am out because it's time to go to bed. And that neighbor bitch downstairs probably getting mad at me because I'm walking around screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm not screaming at the top of my lungs, but I am pretty damn excited because Megaman is coming back. I'm 33 years old, and I've been playing. And, you know, I remember freaking Battle Network from the time I was like 13, 14, bro. Do you not know what the hell this means to me? And you can experience that next week on the 14th when Mega Man Battle Network returns. Peace.